Hi guys, this is Kat. We are down at the bay. And I think I would like to try to do some painting today. It's going to be our last nice day, so I've got to fill up my water bottle. My water container. Because I want to use lake water to do paintings of the actual lake with my watercolor. So, let's see if I could do this without falling in. Alright, so this almost was a flop. This thing fell apart a little bit. Let's dump out some of the water. Here, lake water. So I'm just going to go sit on one of these benches and do a painting. I'll try to record some of it if I can. Okay guys, so I am here sitting on the bench. I've got my lake water. I've got my art kit and my drinking water. And I threw my water pen in here and some paper towels. So today I think I would like to paint in this direction. I've already done this direction. And I have not yet done this direction. Now here is what I have to decide. Do I want to zoom out? Do I want it at number 1? Do I want it at number 2? Do I want it at number 3, like that? If I go that way, and then the same this way. So, here's at number 3. Here's at 2. Here's at 1. And here's all the way zoomed out. And you can see all my stuff right here. And our little fire pit. And it's a beautiful day. I like the way the sun and the shadow are showing up on the pavement this way. So that might be cool to try to do this way. Big decisions here. Alright, so I am just going to be doing like a fast sketch. Just to try to get impressions. I'm not going to be doing anything fancy or good. Just using my little book and my little plein air book, one of them. Yeah, which way do I want to go? I think I might want to go this way right now because of the shadows. What do you guys think? I think that would be pretty. Alright, I'll come back when I decide. Okay, so I have pretty much decided I want to go this way. I've got my camera in the holder right now, but I'm going to have to tilt it down to do the drawing and stuff. So, see you in a bit. And also the light is constantly changing because of the clouds. I am going to be using this little pink book from Paul Rubens. I don't have a lot in here yet, so I thought that would be great. And I taped off some pages, so I'll probably be using this page here. Hey duckies! Hi duckies! Hello! Here come the ducks. Hello duckies! Hi pretty ducks! And my camera shut itself off, but the chipmunk just went that way. Hi ducky ducky ducky! Hi! Can you quack loud so I can hear you on the camera? Someone's peeping. Peep, peep, peep. Quack, quack, quack. No, couldn't get it on the camera. Sorry, you guys. I wish you could hear the ducks quacking. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Okay, guys. So I did a little easy sketch. It's not that good. I had a very hard time doing that bench, so my proportions are off. But we're going to see what's going to happen with this, okay? So I've got my Paul Rubens out, and I can't figure out, no matter how I sit, how I could record this. I don't think I'm going to be able to record me painting, because I need to hold it here, and I can't quite angle the camera here, but let me try. Okay, guys, this is Kathy in editing. I have sped this portion up 5 times faster than normal. So I'm just doing some late wet on wet clouds in the background there. And I'm just trying to dab along to leave some white. And then I'm jumping down below the hills to do the water. I'm in the camp now in editing, so you might hear Smokey whistling. Hey, Smoke. So I'm working on the water. So you guys, it was a hot day, and I was trying to paint wet on wet, but the paint kept drying, so I wasn't getting the look that I wanted, but I was still happy with how this turned out in the end. This set of Paul Rubens is really pretty. It's got lots of different blues and greens and browns. So I'm just going in with some greens in the water close to shore because closer to shore, you often see the greens that are reflected from the trees and you can see the rocks underneath. So I'm just trying to get like the base colors down here, but also some of the detail colors. And now I am going in and filling in the hills. And the hills are just a little bit darker blue than the sky and the water. And depending on how the light is setting in, the hills change colors from blue to purple to green. It just depends on how the light is hitting them. So yeah, I love watching the colors change. And don't forget, I'm painting 5 times faster than usual. Like in editing, I've sped this up quite a bit. And it was really hard angling this on my knee and trying to hold it and paint. So this is not anything fancy or anything. I'm just doing this super quick. This entire painting took me 33 minutes to do. And because of editing, it will be a lot faster than that. So I'm just going with the trees that are in the side now, the greenery, and I'm trying to mute some of the greens. Some of them are lighter, some of them are darker, some of them have yellows, some of them don't, depending on how the light is hitting. So every once in a while you'll see me stopping, and that's when I'm trying to decide which color to do next. And Smokey's talking in the background. She said, "Hi, Smoke." So now I'm working on the yellows and the browns. I've got the dock and that piece of wood that is kind of, it looks like a little T there. That is a sort of like a handle that I hang on to get in and out of the water. And now I'm working on the rock. Well, it's not really a rock. It's like a cement walkway where our benches are on. So it is gray, but it's got moss growing on it and it's got shadows that are darker. So I'm just trying to go in and do the darker things where the shadows are showing. And there's a little rock wall behind where we sit. So I was putting that in as well. So I couldn't get the proportions of that bench right. So I really have to learn proportions. And I did the whole thing with this one water brush, which is like a flat edged water brush. I have other brushes, but I forgot to switch them. So now I'm just adding different greens again, where all the trees are kind of jutting out. And there's like grasses and there's all different kinds of greenery. Hey, Smokey. So when I was outside painting, you could hear the ducks, I think, and now you can hear the parrot. There's always animals. Cuckoo, Smokey. So now the benches are dark green, and in I'm trying to do the Canada flag now and just do it very light and loose. And that yellow thing I'm painting is a big yellow tube. It's like a floaty tube that the kids next door play on. And I'm just dabbing out some of the darker yellow that I put in. It went too dark. And now I'm working on the little floaty raft. I don't know what those things are called. It's like it's like a little square up on barrels that floats. The kids dive off of it. Now I'm working on the little corner of the tree. where the tree is kind of on an angle. And now I'm adding some more color to the rocks and then taking it out, working on that little T thing. I don't know how to explain what that is. My dad just drilled something in there so I can hang on to it. It's like a handrail because there's a step down into the water and my balance is really bad and the rocks are really slippery. So even though I scrub the rocks, it doesn't help. I scrub the rocks and the next day you need to scrub them again. Sometimes they get kind of like a moss growing on them. And now I'm just going with my fine liner and I'm adding some really loose lines. I'm not trying to do thick lines, but it's a thin pen, the fine liner. So yeah, I'm just adding that. I like doing that for plein air. I don't usually do that when I work at home very often, but when I do plein air, I find I need that extra. Now I'm just outlining the mountains. There's the Canadian shield and the flag and the floaty and the dock. That's my neighbor Justin's dock. Okay, I am done with this. I think I've done as much as I can. I just did a simple little sketch. My hands are super shaky. I don't know if you could tell. My asthma's been really bad lately. And I had to take so much of my Ventolin that my hands are shaky. And it's really hard to just do it propped up on my knee like this. But let's just take off the tape and see what it looks like. Because usually that helps a lot. And of course, the paper is ripping, which is why I don't like these Paul Rubens books. When I put the tape down, I did put it on my clothes first to try to protect the book, but I find this is really bad paper for tearing. It's nice for painting, but it seems like it's not held together nicely. So let's see what we're gonna look like. And there we go. So there is my finished little sketch. Kind of cartoony. I had a very, very hard time. And there's my dad's name on the bench, E Shop. And I got to sign my name, K Shop, to the painting. And then we'll have both of our names on this painting, which is cool. And I used my Paul Rubens. So K Shop. Camp, Plein, Air, Bay, and today as I am painting is, oops, I almost put August, it's September 2nd, 25. So that's what my little sketch looks like, and let's zoom you up and see what it actually should look like. Okay guys, so that is the view. Hi ducks! The ducks are coming by again. They're going to swim into view any second in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Hang on. Come on, duckies. Oh, are they not showing up? I can't see them. Oh yeah, there they are. They're right here. Can you see them going by? Anyway, so that is what it should look like. And that is what my painting looks like. So what do you guys think? I had fun doing it anyway, and my hands are shaky. So I think I'm going to drink some water and sit and relax. And I don't know if I'll paint the other scene going the other way today or if I'll wait for another day. It's just I'm concerned today is going to be the last nice day for a week anyway. We're going to get 4 days of rain and cold after today. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that like button, the subscribe, the notification bell, all of those good things that help as a channel. And most importantly of all, take care, stay safe, Happy crafting, happy painting. Have a great day. Bye, guys.